everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And today I'm sharing some ATC cards that I created for an Instagram hop hosted by my friend Melissa. I love so much about this. It's a great way to use up those scraps, all those little bits and pieces, and make some really beautiful little paper pretties. Today I'm sharing my ATC cards that I used the Garden Charm Recollections paper, some butterflies, and I have two to share with you, including a little bit of an extra. I had enough to create a handmade card, and then we'll make the third ATC together here. And my friends, it is so simple. Just a couple of little pieces of this and a couple little pieces of that, and you have some ATCs. So I did start with this beautiful paper pack. I had enough left over inside here to create a couple different projects. This paper is so beautiful. This would make a gorgeous album. You can see here I have a lot of those half pieces that I have left over, and this one really came in handy to help me create some butterflies. That is the theme of my ATCs. You can see two of them here. Again, I also created a handmade card, and we'll make the third ATC together here on camera. So just picking up this one right off the go, here is the first one. I love the colors, just really are so out of my wheelhouse, but I thought it would be pretty to do something a little bit different. I went with a really dark, almost like a midnight blue, and I paired it because the paper here was the same color. It's almost a spot on match. I just absolutely love how that coordinates together like that. Did give it a little pop of powder blue back there, so it would be a little bit of a contrast. And the rest was just little pieces that I had, all these little wonderful scraps of watercolor paper. I had some doily, and then I had some coffee dyed paper. So I just ripped it up and gave a little bit of drama by using some of that paper that I ripped up and then from the coffee dyeing. Now here's also what I thought would be kind of interesting. Since there's so much words in the little paper, and since the font was going all throughout it, I decided not to have a sentiment on these. I thought that would be enough. I thought the wording there, beautiful little background, a small little section of the doily would be busy enough. So I kind of just decided to call them done and let them be. Let me show you the card. I had enough left over to create a handmade card, and then still another one to make the ATC card. So here is the card. As you can see here, use the same background, almost the same color, and then again just popped up some of that coffee dyed paper, left it kind of all rugged on the edges, some more of the doily there, and then popped up two more butterflies. The sentiment is from Honeybee's Stamps, and it is "You Give Me Butterflies," and that is from this set here. This one is Honeybee Stamps, and it has a lot of super fun butterflies in here as well. I have those dies matching for that one. Here are two of the dies that I used for the ATC. I think this is the middle one and the very first one. So there's two. Now there should be three. The third one is not on my desk. So here is the butterflies that I used. Not sure why that fortune cookie's in there, but that's all right. We'll just call it good luck. These are rubbernecker stamps, and I used that little butterfly right there. And it does also have matching dies in here somewhere. So those are the two butterfly sets that I used for this card and for the ATCs. You Give Me Butterflies. I thought that was really pretty. I just added a couple of little enamel dots, and this was ready to go. So you can see the theme is rolling along here. This one's got that dark blue, almost a plum, with the yellow, sunflower yellow. We've got an emerald, and then over here we have that beautiful pink one. And guess what? My very favorite color in the whole world is coming right up. Here is the green one. So we'll build this one together so I can show you more or less how I created this. Very easy to do. Just take your scraps, take your dies, just die cut out a bunch of squares. Now this is, let's see if I can get the size of this. I believe this is 2.5 by 3 3/4. So I think that's a standard size ATC. I'm not sure exactly the size that they should be, but they should be about the size of a playing card. So if you have like a deck of cards, that'll be a good guide on how the size your ATC should be. So this is all I'm going to do. You know me, I'm a dimension girl. I love things to pop up. I love them to be nice and chunky and thick and have all that beautiful thickness to them. And now also the fun thing about ATC cards, which I think I said last month in my last video as well, is you can send these with your information on your back, your socials, your name, address, your birth date, anniversary, your YouTube channel, your Instagram handle, Pinterest, whatever you'd like. It's included on the back of these cards. I have a printout. I printed out from my Excel sheet and it has it already all written out. So whenever I'm going to send one of these, just like this one here, I'll print it out and I'll put it on the back so it's ready to go. But you can also use one of these as a card front. You can use this as an embellishment. So you can always imagine these butterflies aren't here. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So you can have that there. Even another little butterfly, just like that, popping off. Oh, so cute. So that's another way you can use the ATCs. All right, so for this one here, I'm just going to do a basic, just kind of set this anywhere. I think I kind of got a sort of idea while we were driving back from a trip. I kind of had some ideas popping into my head. Of course, all my supplies are back at home. So it was fun to imagine, and it was fun to kind of get ideas in my head and come home and see if I can get them to work. And the beauty of these is this was from a different project. It got a little bit of like kind of ripped up and didn't end up using most of it. So now I had all these tiny pieces and didn't know what to do with them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick them here. I'm just going to add them to the ATC cards, make like a little mixed media look to this. All right, my friends, I'm going to just start setting this down. This is going to be glued on the back. And use just a tiny bit, no matter what glue you're using. If you want to use the Elmer's purple glue stick, that works just fine. If you want to use liquid glue like I'm using here, that works fine too. Just use a little bit. And this book, actually, I'm trying to remember the title. I think it was on one of these little scraps of paper. I believe it was The Secret to a Happy Life. I thought that was really sweet. And look at this. Love that randomly torn out a piece and it says Destiny. So that would be really cute to use in another project as well. So I thought that was absolutely wonderful. Here is another piece of that Destiny. I'm just adding some glue. This is just the Artiste glue. Love, love that glue. And I'm just going to add this to the corner. I'm not paying attention to what these words say. Hopefully there's nothing bad on it and any of those. Hopefully they don't say any bad words. So for this is another thing that tends to dry a little bit wonky. So all you have to do is set it down, give it a little bit of weight just for a minute or two, work on something while that is kind of setting in place. In this case, I already have it done, and this is the green butterfly. So all of these colors together, isn't that gorgeous? We're missing the little yellow one. There we go. Those are the 5 colors. And again, this is just designer paper. I just stamped right down on it. Use that die cut it off. And there you go. Have an instant butterfly. So I'm going to try and take this paper off the back. And again, this is really, really thick, and I'm giving it a little bit of dimension to pop up off each layer. Now for the wings, I wanted them to come out just a tiny bit. So all you have to do is take that and curl it up just like that. And then since these guys are all kind of going in this direction, this one will go this way. We'll put him this way. So there you go, my friends. Just like that, we have our third ATC. So let me get all these little scraps, which I will be keeping for another project another time. So there you go, my friends. Here is the beautiful card. All of this like I said, left over from the scraps. Here is ATC number 1. Here is ATC number 2. And then here is the final one, ATC number 3. Definitely check out that hashtag, my friends, and I will have that linked here in the description box below. You can see what everyone is creating and come back in a little bit. I have found some amazing things in the stores, and I can't wait to share a couple of hauls with you all as well. So stop on by. Love it so much if you would subscribe to my channel, be part of my YouTube crafty family here. And I will see you very soon on my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.